What's up, guys? Captivating Tony here. Thank you so much for clicking in this video. Make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be talking about something dearly to my heart right now, which is the richest man in Babylon. I'll be talking about the 7 cures to a lean purse and the 5 laws of gold. Because of these 5 laws and 7 laws, I have been able to generate multiple streams of income just because of these. And I'll be explaining them because when I first started reading the book, I did not really understand it just because it was written in such a long time ago, about 4,000 years ago. These were written, and the wealthiest people that I've spoke with all have told me that this book is part of the reason why they're wealthy. And these laws, believe it or not, even though this book was published in 1926, these laws have been around for, I believe, 4,000 years. And the richest people still use them. So let's get into it. Number 1, start thy purse to fattening. Now what that means is basically you want to start contributing to a retirement account. Why a retirement account? Do you want to retire and only have a couple dollars into your bank account? Or do you want to retire a millionaire? Maybe even more than a millionaire. Even if you don't retire as a millionaire, for sure, you'll have 6 figures. It's something. So, a lot of people don't, I don't want to say don't, a lot of people will not look into a retirement account because they want to keep everything for themselves. But the thing is, they're not thinking ahead of the future. So, you need to think about the future. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, but my recommendation would be to look into a 401k, especially a 401k match if your employer offers that, and an IRA, which is my favorite one. It stands for individual retirement account. Now what that means is basically 401k, whenever you get that retirement money, you need to pay taxes on it. An individual retirement account, when you take that money out, it's already taxed. So which one do you prefer? To pay money on it, lose some money, or have the one that's already taxed? Those would be my recommendations. So look into it, make sure your employer offers 401k match. Basically what that means is for every dollar you contribute to that account, they'll match you that same amount. Control that expenditures. Number 2. That means is basically create a budget. If you have expenses such as rent, car payment, maybe even groceries, maybe you have a kid, you need to buy diapers, things like that. Make sure you're not going crazy all out, spending your money first, and then you're left with, oh, how am I gonna pay this? How am I gonna pay that? Number 3, make that gold multiply, which is my favorite one, has helped me generate a lot of money. Put money into an account that compounds. Basically what this means, you have your retirement account, and then you want to have your investing account, whether that's stocks, bonds, maybe even crypto, real estate. You want to put your money to work. My favorite one to use, this is my personal choice, would be for retirement. I use Fidelity. You could also look into Vanguard, but because I do trade stocks, I usually use TD Ameritrade, but I use the Thinkorswim platform. That's to trade stocks. I do have some investments on there. I don't really use Robinhood. I wouldn't recommend Robinhood. It's more on the beginner side. And if you're into stocks, things like that, you might know how they've had issues in the past, especially when it comes to crypto. So look into different options. You could go to Google, look up money account compounds, and see what options you have. Now, number 4, guard thy treasures from loss. Basically what that means is you want to take steps to protect your wealth. You want to have a little bit saved up, a little bit here, a little bit there. You don't want to just have everything in one place, because if you lose that, then you're not going to have anything. You want to be careful where you put your money. Make of thy dwelling a profitable investment. Now what this means is invest in what you know. Sorry guys. Now, you want to invest in things you know. Let's say I'm an ice cream expert, for example. Say I'm an ice cream expert. Now, if you wanted to invest in ice cream, would you come and ask me questions about ice cream, about the temperatures of ice cream? How do you create flavors? How do you mix what into what? How much milk you should put in? How do you create this ice cream? What kind of flavor can you mix with this one? What would be the best outcome? Or would you ask a farmer just because he has cows and provides the milk? Would you rather ask someone that actually knows what they're doing and knows that, I mean, let's just say, for example, I have my own ice cream shop, everything, I make my own ice cream, or a farmer that just provides the milk to me. But because he provides the milk, you think he knows about ice cream. So make sure you make a profitable investment. Be careful with that. Ensure a future income. Now, what this means is you want to provide an income for the future, whether that's, like I said, your investment account can actually make you money without you having to work. That's how my money is working for me right now. So I could be that could be one of the options you could look into, maybe even real estate. Increase that ability to earn. Now, this one you could either monetize a skill, open up a business, open up an online store, invest, what else? Use other people's money to make you money. You could do a lot of different things. So these are the 7 cures for a lean purse. Now let's move on to the 5 laws of gold. 5 laws of gold. Number 1, gold loves those who save 10%. Now what that means, any man who will put 1/10 of his earnings consistently and invest it wisely will create valuable wealth. Now 1/10 might seem like a little bit of money, but if you do it consistently, it will grow, guaranteed. Now number 2, gold likes to multiply, which contributes to number 3 on the 7 laws of the lean purse. So that one, gold likes to multiply with opportunities. So if our opportunities come, the most profitable, in 2020 when the whole COVID thing happened, the stock market went down significantly. Went down about 30% in a day, as I remember, which is crazy. I mean, let's picture this. You have the chart going like this. In one single day, plummeted. Kept going up, plummeted more, kept going up, plummeted more. If you guys remember, a lot of people were freaking out, especially people who had their 401ks. People who had their 401ks saw that, and if they don't know much about investment, because all they see it as, I'm just putting money into this account for when I retire. But if they don't pay attention to bonds, stocks, things like that, all they saw is this. I should use green. So you got your chart, and then all they saw was this. So let's say right here, let's say you had 50,000. Let's say right here at the top, you had $50,000. This one drop in a single day, 30% drop, could have put you down at, let's say, negative 8,000. Whoops. Negative $8,000. So, of course they freaked out. They freaked out because they've never seen, if it does fall 50K, 200, 300, something small. But because they saw this, they freaked out, pulled out. Now, if they would have held on when the stock market after the COVID thing happened, this is exactly what happened. Made new highs. So if they would have held those 50K would be right here. They would have now had, this is an example, 80K. Oops. 80K. If they just held. A lot of people pulled out all their money, and guess what? What do people do if they don't know how to invest? They see it at the top. So instead of having the 80K, they pulled out their 50K. Now they're back here starting over with their 50K. We're currently, they don't like to say it, but we're currently in a recession. They even changed the definition of the recession. So because of this, a lot of people see everything again, just like the first time. Went up. Now it went down again. So what do? They had their 50K that they pulled out the first time right here. Now they had it right here. Now the same thing happened because they bought at the top, pulled out. Now they lost, let's say they lost another 8,000. So now 50K, lost 8,000 the first time. What do they have now? 42K. So if they pulled out, we'll have 42K. And because they put it back here, let's say they have 42 right here, lost another 8,000. And it's gonna keep going up. I could tell you guys right now in a couple years, I don't know, I can't time the market, but it's going to, it always recovers, guys. Look at history, read up on it. I know in history, we learned about this, the 1929 stock market crash. What happened? It didn't last. 2008, what happened? It didn't last. 2020, what happened? It didn't last. This is no different. Now everyone says that this one is different. Take advantage. That's an opportunity. Imagine, oh, that's ugly. I don't know what's going on with me, guys. I'm sorry. But imagine, this is the stock market chart. This is where it crashed. You don't pull any of your money out. You have 50,000 right here. Now you're down 8,000 minus 8K. But you don't freak out. You hold your money. Instead of pulling out, you keep putting more money. Let's say you put another 8,000 plus 8K. Now the stock market made new highs. Imagine not even doubling. Doubling would be right here. Imagine tripling that money just because you had discipline and held on. I know I went off, sorry, I went off track, but it's very crucial that you guys know about your investments. That's why I'm making this video, because I know I'm 24. I learned about the stock market at 21 years old, been trading stocks about 3 years, but did not take it serious until this year. But because I did know little things about it, it did kind of help me. I usually trade options. Those are really risky. Do not recommend them if you're barely getting started. But I suggest you guys look into at least how investing works. Let's get back on track. Gold loves cautious owners. Now, what that means is investing gold under advice of wise man, which means exactly like the example I gave. You want to ask someone who knows what they're doing. If they see this, I might get backlash for this, but I don't understand this. In college, you have a business professor teaching you about business, teaching you, how to run a business, things like that. But he doesn't have a business. It just doesn't make sense to me. I had never been to college, so I know I shouldn't be commenting on it. Every professor I've at least talked to, because I have talked to a few, but a lot of professors that are business professors that I've asked questions to and asked them, so what business did you do, or what? No, I just studied business and I went for this and blah, 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 and then I became a teacher because I love teaching. Wouldn't you rather learn from someone who actually, and I'm not saying that they don't know what they're doing, but I'm saying if you're gonna open up a successful barbershop, for example, would you go and ask someone who has never had a business? Or would you go and ask someone who has a successful business? Would you go and ask Rob the Original, which is that famous barber guy? Would you go ask him? Of course you would, because he'll probably give you better advice than someone who's never had a business. Someone who has a successful restaurant, one of the best in the city. Would you go ask him for business advice on how to open a restaurant? What do you recommend? What's your business profits? What are your expenses compared to your profits, your losses? What is the best advice that you could give it? If you could go back in time and give yourself some advice, would you rather ask him questions, or would you rather ask someone who just goes there to eat but has never had a business, but they're so sure, oh man, I'm pretty sure, like, I know how to run this. I'm pretty sure I could run a restaurant. I'm not gonna do it, but I'm pretty sure I could do it. Who would you rather ask? Would you rather ask the business owner that has the business running, that's already successful? He has multiple, what's the word? Forget it. Would you rather ask the person who knows what they're doing, who has been doing it for years, who has multiple streams of income, and is a professional in what they do? Just like the ice cream example. If I was an ice cream expert, if I knew everything about ice cream, I knew how to make it, I knew how to make a milkshake out of it, I knew what it consists of, I knew what temperature to store it at, would you ask me for ice cream advice if you wanted to open up your own ice cream shop? Or would you rather ask, I don't know, someone who sells tacos? It's a bad idea, but you know what I'm saying. Would you rather ask someone who's successful? They already have their business, B for business, which equals money, or would you rather ask someone who's non-successful and they don't have a business, which does not equal money? Who would you rather ask? The person who already has a business, is successful, and has turned it into a franchise, for example, and you want to start your own business and turn it into a franchise as well? Or would you rather ask someone who's never even done business, who just criticizes, who does not know anything about running a business, where to start, how much they pay in rent, how much they need in revenue, ROI? Again, gold loves those cautious owners. So, now number 4. Gold favors those who study investments. Now, it's like I've been saying, you need to study investments, guys, especially if you're young. If you're in your 20s, below, perfect time to start studying investments. You need to start studying investment because you have what other people don't have, and that's time. A lot of people who are barely getting into investments, and so it surprises me. I've talked to older people, whether it's within my family, whether it's people I've ran to, whether it's a family friend, things like that, acquaintances who are older than 30. They don't know how the stock market works. They don't know what bonds are. They don't even know how crypto works. They think it's still a scam, when there's been people who, if I would have invested in crypto, man. Anyway, you need to study investments, all kinds of investments, and I'll write down a few. So you got stocks. If you're gonna do it for the long term, obviously you want to invest into blue chip stocks. Blue chip stocks are basically Apple, Amazon, Google, Tesla. Everyone knows Tesla. You know, things like that. The big tech companies, big stocks, bonds, real estate. Even crypto. What else? Stocks give you dividends. Now, dividends. Okay. All right, let's crack. Dividends is basically certain stocks. It could be Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, maybe until the end of the year. Depending on how many shares you buy of that stock, they give you a certain percentage. So if you have one share, say this is one share, and then you buy 2 shares, and then you buy 2 more. Let's say for each share, they give you 50 cents. Give you 50 cents. So now you have $1 here, $1 there, $1 there, 50 cents. So the more you contribute, the more they pay you back. The more shares, the more money you get back. These are just things that I know of. Okay, I'm not gonna put things that I don't know. For example, I don't know anything about NFTs. I don't know anything about I don't know, flipping cars. I don't know much about flipping cars. I know a lot of people do it. A lot of people, what they do is, I wouldn't see that as an investment. I would say more as a side hustle. But if you do it right, you can make a lot of money off it. I know a lot of people that do it, just like flipping houses, which falls under real estate. Creating a business, you know, so many different things. You want to look into royalties, things like that. Now, number 5, so we could get this over with. Gold and get rich schemes do not mix. Now, I have been a victim of this. Not even a victim, because I do take full accountability. You don't know what a quick rich scheme is basically, let's say I start, let's say I have my own, let's say I'm selling these water bottles. I know I'm a Cowboys fan, I know they're doing bad, whatever. But let's say I'm selling these. So, you got me, and then I hire 2 people. I'll just put P for person, I don't know. So then those people, then those people get people under them. And those people get people under them. And then those people get people under them. They think they're making really good money because for each sale, they get 10% commission, let's say. So what I've noticed on quick rich schemes is it's exactly what the title says. Quick, get rich quick schemes, sorry. There you go. So basically you get 10%, you get $1, you get $1, you get $1, you get $1. Because they're on top, they get 2. Same thing. 2. Because these guys are on top, and usually the guys are on top are managers. They get triple whatever these guys bring, so they're doing the work for them. All they basically do is just chill out, while me on top, I'm getting the big bucks. So who's actually getting rich here? I have all these suckers doing work for me, while I'm the one getting rich. That's a get rich quick scheme, and I've been subject to it. I have done it. I was 18. Surprisingly, this is how I found out that I was good at sales. To get into the quick rich scheme that I was in, you need to pay either $1,200 and then they give you the products for you to sell, or $600 and they give you small products to sell. So I'm 18. I didn't have $1,200. I was stupid in my money back when I was 18, which is why I'm telling you guys, if you guys are younger than 20, you need to look into this, and for sure you need to read this book. I'm 24 right now. I barely read it about a year ago. It has changed my life. So reading books, I know a lot of you say it could be boring, but it could really benefit you. If you feel like you're a reader where you, because it happened to me. Let's say you're reading a page, for example. You're reading a page, but your mind is not even paying attention. You're reading it. I responded this, man. I'm a meat butcher. Blah, 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 blah. Then you go to the next page, and then, yo, what's that page even about? So you have to read it again and again and again. So one suggestion that has helped me is put an audiobook. Put an audiobook and read along. Don't just listen to it. Because I feel like even if you just listen to it, you're not going to pay attention. So with the audiobook, as you're listening to it, also read along. And you'll see what a big difference it'll make. Now, this is how I found out that I could sell. To get into the Get Rich Quick scheme that I was in, you need to pay $600 or $1,200 to get in. Now, if you get 10 people in within a month, the company pays you for whatever car you want. I wanted a Camaro. So my biggest thing was, I don't want to sell this. I just want the car. So I believe the company will give you a check for $500. So then let's say your car payment is $600. The company's paying $500. All you're going to pay is $100. Seemed like a sweet deal to me, right? So this is how I knew I was good at sales. Not even sales, but sales. I'll explain this right now. I'll explain what that means. Because it's also from the book. And it really helped me. So basically, you need to get someone in, but before you get them in under you, before they come, like I said, this is me. And there was already a bunch of people above me. Boom, and then boom, and you know how it works. So in order to get in, I told myself, how can I get people without it sounding like they're gonna lose their money? So I started writing a script to make sure that it sounded legit. I'm not gonna go over that, but I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All by myself. The rest, they got their own. Which, if you think about it, all these people are under me. I got so many people under me that I thought I was a boss. All I was doing it for was the car. Because that's what Get Rich Quick schemes are. They give you a price, you do it, and well, they say they'll give you a price. I never got the freaking car, assholes. So I got all those people in. Do the math. I got 13 people in, 600 each. And I made that bastard who's up here, I made him all that money. What did I make? Nothing. I didn't make nothing. I did not get one single paycheck over $300. But I made that guy so much money. I wanted my damn car. Never got it. And I got out. From there, there's all these different get rich quick schemes, especially when it comes to people who trade forex. I've seen it mostly in the forex community. I don't really see it as much in stocks, but those people who trade forex know what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure if you're into forex, you've gotten an ad of some guy telling you how, oh yeah, me and my team, especially with Shopify too, because I do I do Shopify as well. I do have some stores that are generating me some money. I'll talk about that on another video. But let's move on. Also, guys, make sure you like, subscribe. If you want me to talk about anything else, comment down below. Now this, the last part. Men of action are favored by the goddess of luck. Now, basically what that means is if you just talk the talk, but don't walk the walk, you think you're gonna have a blessing in disguise? You think anything good is gonna come your way? It might, but chances are that it's not. So, what that basically means is, I know you guys have seen this. I don't know if you see, I don't see it as much anymore, but back, I'd say 3 years ago, when everyone was going through their rapper phase, everyone was, trying to become a rapper, all of that. Everyone would post on their story. I know you guys would see it. They would put this. Big things coming. Stay tuned. They would always post that. Big things coming. Stay tuned. Working in silence. Making silent moves. So why you gotta announce it to people? Me personally, I don't like to post progress. I rather post results. Which is why I never understood this. Big things coming. Yo, what are you doing? I'm working in silence. Oh, okay. Nice. Good for you. Making moves in silence. Yeah, you said that yesterday. You posted it. Big things coming. Like, why you gotta let the world know? Just do it. Post the results. Don't post the progress. Which is what this basically means. Men of action are favored by the goddess of luck. Now, if you say you're gonna start a business, man, I'm gonna start a business and it's gonna be this and it's gonna be, but you never do it. You think you're gonna have that business? If you have an idea, write it down. This is exactly what I've done. Every time I have an idea, I write down my idea. So let's say you have idea up here. And then it's basically a brainstorm, but right here, you want to write down how. How are you going to make your idea come to life? What do you need? What do you need to make your idea come to life? How long? How long will it take you to bring this idea to life? And why? Why do you want this idea to come to life? That is probably the most powerful one. Why? Why do you want this idea to come to life? I just want to be rich. Everyone wants to be rich. But do you think if you never take action, you're going to become rich? Absolutely not. You'll never become rich that way. Sure, you could buy Bitcoin back in 2013. Let's say you bought Bitcoin, just held. Now you're 240 million in. Now you're pushing 240 million in. But that goes back to this. If you have 240 million in Bitcoin, now you have $240 million. If you do not know how to multiply those 240 million or how to keep those 240 million, how long do you think it's gonna last you? You wanna get excited, buy a mansion, buy boats, buy this. You're gonna buy all this crap, forget all about taxes. When tax season comes, Uncle Sam's gonna be mad and he don't play. Uncle Sam does not play. you'll bend you over and cue. So this has helped me a lot. This and this has helped me tremendously. Guys, you are the creator of your own destiny. Make sure anything that you want to do with your life, you do it, but you put in all your effort into it. Do not just put 10%, 20%, not even 90%. Put 120%. Put 1,000%. You want to become rich, then you better fucking do things that the rich people do. Even if you don't feel like doing it, you gotta do it. I don't feel like getting up at 5 in the morning and going to the gym, but I still do it. I don't feel like working on an e-commerce website because it's so time consuming, but I still do it. I don't feel like getting up, watching the stock market, watching the the prices go up and down, figuring out which direction the market's going for the day, but I still do it. You gotta map out everything. You gotta map out your life. Do this for the future self, and you realize that your future self will look back and thank you that you did all that. So, 7 cures for a lean purse. Start thy purse fattening, control thy expenditures, make thy gold multiply, guard thy treasures from loss, make of thy dwelling of profitable investments, ensure future income, and increase thy ability to earn. 5 laws of gold. Gold loves those who save 10%. Gold likes to multiply. Gold loves cautious owners. Gold favors those who study investments. And gold and get rich quick schemes do not mix. Keep this in mind. Men of action are favored by the goddess of luck. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe. I hope I earn your thumbs up. Comment down below what you want me to talk about next, or what would you like me to teach you guys on. I do know a couple different ventures when it comes to wealth. I have yet to have the interview with El Paso's Millionaire. He has been really busy, but we're still in contact, so I'll keep you guys updated on that. It will happen soon, I promise. There's actually 2. So one's really busy, but it will happen. Another one I actually just met. So I'll talk about that next video, which should be coming out next Friday. So I'll see you guys later. Thank you for watching.